I'm Suzy Bales. Welcome to my garden workshop. I'm decorating Christmas wreaths with cuttings from my garden. Let me show you some of the possibilities. I like to start with a noble fir wreath. This one is purchased from the Northwest, and it's a farm that is environmentally sound and only prunes their trees, does not cut them down. The first thing I do is tie the wire at the back, and I'll use that later. And then, because this is so thick, all I have to do is lift up some of the pleats here, and I can tuck in different conifers to get some color. This is one of my favorites. This is the spruce, the golden spruce, and its name is Skylands. You can see here, it really adds a wonderful gold touch. And I always go around and add all of it evenly around to just start. Here's one that's really gold, and you can see how it just enlivens the wreath. I want them evenly spread before I add the next thing. To help the golden spruce so that it shows up more, I like to back it with some magnolia. I put the magnolia behind the spruce. It really makes it sparkle. Sometimes I use the back side, which is fun. You know, a lot of the greens that are purchased from the market have been picked in September, and so they haven't really got much life in them by the time we get them. If you have some of these plants in your garden, you can have a wreath that lasts a lot longer, looks fresher. I love incense cedar for its golden dots, and that's another one that I will just stick in to add the gold. You know, the gold color is wonderful in the winter because whether it's in the garden or on your wreath, it brings the sunlight in, and it's really a lovely way to brighten the dark days of winter. So I love to make gold wreaths. I think there's all too few golden conifers in our personal garden, so I highly recommend, if you don't have one, that you add it. Another golden conifer that's wonderful is the dragon eye pine. You see how it's variegated? Looks like little fireworks when you stick them in. It's good to have different textures and different shapes when you're putting together a wreath. So you have some broadleaf and some firs, and that's what gives a wreath its wonderful texture, makes it a tapestry. And to finish it off, I'll add some berries. The winter berries are great, and they come in different colors. In this case, I'm using red. I think the red perks up the gold. Sometimes I find I have birds coming to eat off my wreaths too, which is okay. I don't mind. I like it. Now, once all of that is in, then you take the wire that we attached earlier and you weave it through the greens so that you can wire them on. And just keep going around with the spool of wire, making sure that you are going around every addition so that you are holding them in place. And the wire doesn't show, so it's very easy to do.